guys, Rick Shaw here. We got a little light outside, come on. Walking here, how you like our little firelights? Those look really cool in there. It's really nice in the evening to sit there with those little firelights flickering while we got the TV on or just sitting in there reading. I can still see pretty good with that. Kind of like it. But I'll tell you something that happened to me. This just happened. I have a account in the States that my pension goes into, and I always leave money in there. And some place in Istanbul, Turkey, did two transactions. They did two of them on me for a good amount of money. And I didn't know it until TransferWise sent me a thing saying they couldn't get the funds out. So I went to the account. I'm like, oh crap! This account got wiped down pretty low, non-sufficient funds, fees, and all kinds of stuff. So I was like, what the heck is going on here? So I called them up. Pretty good bank. They had shut the card off. Gonna send me a new one. Problem with my address here, when I went to change the address to this one, and it won't let me put all the stuff in. The computer only allows so many letters. I mean, how are you going to put your address in if they don't allow you to put your address in? It's just, to me, it's ridiculous. So the girl that handles that, it's all the same people there that when I was there before. And she's going to put it in and send me an email. I got to fill out some forms on these bad charges, but it wasn't like it was an over-the-internet charge. It was a charge like that they physically took a card and used. So somehow they got my card, and they swiped it in Istanbul, Turkey. That's pretty crazy, guys. That's very crazy. So be careful with your card. What's going to happen is they'll do it now when I go to make a transaction. I can text them, or I don't really use that card. I don't use that card other than to do transfers with. So they can send me a text, or I'll give them a call. I have a number here. I can still call them. It's not a super best signal or anything, but we're hoping to get some internet in here pretty soon, so we'll get a better connection. But be careful with your cards in this country, guys. It really got me that it was an actual physical card. I thought they had those little gold thingies in there that they couldn't copy those, But you got to watch when your card is on anything. If you set it somewhere, they got card readers that do weird stuff. I saw one of them here in the Philippines when I was at the bank. There was a weird thing over the card reader that wasn't supposed to be there. It just didn't look like it should have been there, right? And I thought, I'm not going to use this one, So I just went over to, there's another one that I used. And I went back a couple of days later, the whole machine was gone. They took the machine out. And I was like, wow, that's really weird. And then they put a new one in, didn't have that little thing on there. It was like a glued on piece right underneath where you slip your card in, and it was very, very odd to me. So that's why I didn't use it. But people were waiting in line to use it. So was it reading their card? I don't know. But it's pretty early in the morning. I got up at about 2:30. Sometimes I wake up a little bit early and just not tired. I can't just lay there in the bed no more. But Mama got the kids guitars yesterday, and I'm glad they got the plastic strings on them, so that a little easier on their fingers, so they can get their hands on it. It's nice small guitars for them, and I hope that if they want to pick up on it, we'll get them guitar lessons. I hope they get this COVID stuff over with here real soon. I'm seeing some places around here are really going into super crazy lockdowns. now. Is it ever going to end? I mean, what's the point of their lockdowns? I'm not getting it. I'm just not getting these. They just keep doing the same stuff over and over and over, locking people down, hiding your kids away. Come on, these kids need to get to school. Look at a lot of other places are opening up, and I'm understanding that one of the subscribers hit me from Texas saying that schools are going to be open September in Texas, Houston area. They were talking about. It's like, yeah, let's open it up. Let's go. They should do that here. People are going around here. We were up at the school. Nobody was really doing any kind of when we walked inside, any kind of a mass thing. They had a big boatload of people come in. They were dressed in like certain kind of shirts. I don't know what they were, if they were teachers or what. But when we were in there doing the paperwork, a bunch of these people came in, about 15 of them. And as soon as they got inside, they all took their masks off. While they were traveling, they had it on. It's just really strange what they do here with this. Nobody that I talk to is buying it. You talk to these people and say, what do you think of this? It's just money. That people are starting to get it. So that's a real shame. But we had the kids out yesterday. We were riding the bikes and stuff like that and playing around. Mom was out shopping for a pretty good while. And while she was gone, we got the carpet in and just played. The kids and I we had a blast. Sometimes it's nice just to have a dad's day with them. I really like that. It's pretty cool because they get a little rambunctious and like to run around and play. And Mama, she doesn't. Sometimes she don't get that. She goes to holler at them and stuff. But I just let them go. It's music to my ears. Let them play and jump around, and I just don't have a problem with it. I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little too soft on them. I don't know, but they're pretty good kids. I don't have any major problems with them at all. They don't. Mama, sometimes it's good that she can get out, let her brain rest a little bit. I think she takes things a little bit too hard with them, and they're good kids. I don't. Sometimes when she gets mad at them, I wonder why. Why are you mad at them? They're just kids. They're gonna play and they're having fun. And if if they do something, I usually tell them just stop. Knock it off. The thing that is going on right now is they're pinching each other. That's the new one. They're don't know why that started, and then you get this bull crap crying stuff, the fake crying. I just can't stand. That's something I don't like. I don't like either. So, hey, kids, what are you gonna do? I remember when my brothers and sisters, when we were little, we fought like cats and dogs. It's just the way it was, So you gotta. I personally think, when they start doing stuff like that, ignore it. Let them handle it themselves. They'll get the pecking order in a row. I know Dorothy, when they peck on her, I told her, hey, you're bigger than they are. Now, it's like what happened to me. I had a dog one time, and when he was a pup, if he wouldn't listen to me, I'd holler at him, come here, and I could run him down. I could chase him down. And when he got big, that dog could run 2-3 times faster than I could. But because I always had chased him down in the past, he thought that's just the way it was the rest of his life. If I hollered at him, he'd stop because, I'm going to get you. And, it's the same thing with kids. She needs to set up the pecking order with her brothers. If they're going to pinch her, nail them. Just nail them, get it over with. This stuff of trying to break that up, I don't think it's a good idea. I think just let them go, as long as they're not trying to hammer each other in the heads or hit each other with an axe or something, something like that. But I don't think jumping in their little tiffs is something that I should do. Just let them get it over with. If they want to pinch each other and start their crying, I just ignore it. When they start their tattling crap, I don't care. Stop it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I want to hear you doing something good or reading your book. That's what I want to hear. I like it when Dorothy reads to me now. I love that. And I want to get these kids into reading. I got plenty of books. We still got to unpack some of them. I had bought some really nice books that I was reading to them. They have at the Japanese store. They have these 88 peso books and a bunch of the classics, you might call them, Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn, those kind of books. And I don't know where they're at right now. They're not in with her. I just found a box of books today, which was all her school books, but those books are not in there. And so it kind of sucked. It kind of sucked that I can't find those, because it's nice. Yesterday I could have sat there and read to them. I'd rather read to them than have something on the tablet. I wouldn't mind having like a Kindle thing too, where I could read some more stuff online. We have to wait until we get internet in here, because the signal that I get here, when we first got here, it seemed like it was really good. Now it's just not. Kind of ticks me off that, it seems Smart is ripping us off too, by the way. Something that been happening with us now for a month. I'll buy the data, and if I load a video, I have to put it on low quality because it takes too long to load. But even if I wasn't loading a video, I have two just separate SIM cards. I'll load on the one SIM card, and I buy this gig of 99, and its new one says you get 2 gigabytes a day. So I go ahead and I get that, and then all of a sudden it'll say you've used up your thing. You don't have any more today. So it's like, okay, what the heck? And then I bought another one that was 24 gigabytes, and it's good till it runs out for $3.99 or $2.99, I think it was. So I thought, okay, I'll get that one, and I'll put that on the new SIM card, and I'll use it just for uploading the videos. Well, I just bought the damn thing yesterday, and guess what? It pops up and says, sorry, you have used your whole 24 gigabytes. I used in a day, loading a video. So Smart is, you can't call them. You can't do anything with them. They're stealing from me, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's absolutely nothing. And I want my wife to get this dang internet going here. This PLDT. We had a woman come by yesterday, the neighbor, Ed's wife, and she brought some paperwork because they want to get a whole bunch of people to sign up for it so they can get it in here. I guess they need 8. So I said, okay, yeah, we're good. We're going to do it. And but I filled out the form and got it to her so that we can get this in here and done. I know PLDT, I had problems with them in the past, but from what I can see, even though they're a really crap company, it's the best you're going to get, guys. I've had some people had the Signal, but then I just talked to a fellow down here. He was out watering his little garden area, and I see he has that Signal satellite dish, and I was asking him, hey, how's that work? He didn't like it at all. He said he had it when he was up towards Manila, and it was really good. And then when he moved out here, he got it again because he just thought it's going to be the same service that he had up there. And he says no, and now he's locked in. He's locked in for 2 years on that. And he said it's absolutely worthless here. So it's funny. You know, everybody thinks you go around Manila in these really big cities. Yeah, you got some good signal, and you know, up in Manila, I'm sure they got towers up on the buildings, so there's good coverage. I know when we're up there, everything seems to work good. But here, it's not like Carmona, though. Oh my, I lived in a dead zone there. I think Stephen King was my neighbor, but that was the worst place in the world. Even Tim's thing, it didn't work. But Tim had trouble here when we were doing our live here. It wouldn't connect up. And if you look right over there, you can see the cell tower. It's right there. And when we were coming here, when the house was being built, I was telling my wife, this is great. We got super good signal. And the first week or so we were here, real good signal. But we'll get times in the day when all the bars on the phone, they'll drop off to nothing. They'll drop down to 1 or 2, and you can't open anything. You know, I can open up like the Google or DuckDuckGo, but then when you click on something, it does that thinking circle. Hourglass spins around in a circle, and it just won't open anything. And that could go on for quite a while. Most of the time when I upload these videos, it has to be real early, because it seems I don't know if it's using up too much of their bandwidth or what. But that's just part of being here in the Philippines. Don't expect Western internet service at all, and even the PLDT. You know, it's like, you know, it's not that great. We had it before; it worked good, but the problem I had with them, they sent me. You know, I said this in another video. I'll tell you guys again though, just in case there's some new folks. What happened with those people is, I bought them, and after we had them for about a month or so, I think it was about 2 months we had them, and they sent us a email, because we had our own little email through them. They have you sign up for an email just from them, from PLDT.com or something like that. I can't remember the email, but they sent me a thing saying on the 14th, the internet service would go down for repairs, and it's going to be down for 2 weeks, and it'll come back up on this day. And sure enough, for 2 weeks we had nothing, zero, and it came back up on that day. But for 2 weeks we couldn't use the internet. We were buying smart cards again, you know, in order to have internet. Well, when the bill came, I paid half, you know, and they were having none of it. No, you have to pay the full amount. I said, wait a minute. You know, if I go to buy, you know, a kilo of beef, and you give me a half a kilo, I'm not paying for a kilo, a full price. You didn't give me the stuff. I got it right here. I even screenshot the email. I got it right here. You gave me half the service. I'm going to give you half the money. Nope. Immediately they shut off my account, and then like wanted us to pay the entire 2-year thing. They sent us this humongous bill, you know, for, I don't know, $38,000 or something. Just horrible people. And I was down at the office trying to reason with this woman. I actually got in with the manager. And I'm like, ma'am, you gave me half the service. And she said, well, yeah, you have to pay. And I'm like, I'm not paying for something I didn't get. I'm not going to pay it. Well, then there's nothing I can do. She was very nice, but they wouldn't lift a finger to do anything. All they had to do was knock off that 500 and some peso. But to me, it's the principle of the thing. You know, you're going to go ahead and bend me over and try to jam it up my ass, kiss my ass, you know. So, and then we were blocked from getting it. We couldn't get it. But now it seems like everything's okay. We're going to go ahead and get it. But we were down here last month to go get it, and then they wanted this charge. They wanted this big charge for a monthly fee to have the box, and my wife wasn't having it. And, you know, it was a gouge. It was a gouge for us. I think they saw me standing outside. So she said, no, I'm not going to get it. And they said, oh, well, this month there'll be a promo where you don't have to pay that. I think that was some kind of crooked stuff they were trying to pull just at that office, because I didn't hear of anyone else having to pay for that. And we have some people with PLDT, 2 people that I know of in here. So the one fella, he's got PLDT and satellite dishes and stuff. I guess they work from, they work on the computer from home, so they have to have it. So, but our roosters are crowing this morning. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. They never shut up. I don't understand. I thought they were supposed to crow when the sky turns blue. I lived out in the country for quite a while, and they never crowed all night like this. I don't understand what, why are Filipino roosters, goofy? Is our biological clock messed up? Some nights as quiet as church mouse here. You'll just hear the crickets. But this morning, you've probably seen from the video, they've just been crowing. I mean, we're getting in stereophonics. We got them over here crowing, and over there, and way over there. And it's like, what's the deal? Why do they crow in the middle of the night? Aren't they supposed to wake you up in the morning? I think these guys want us woke up 24/7. So, but this is Rick Shaw. You guys take her easy, and hope you have a wonderful day. I know in the States it's midday now, so y'all take care, okay? Rick Shaw out.